常英语。场景：相机。相机设置和功能。
Hey, do you know much about camera settings and functions? Yeah, I'm familiar with some of them. What would you like to know? I'm having trouble adjusting the exposure of my photos. Can you explain how to change the camera's exposure settings? Sure. To adjust exposure, you can use the exposure compensation feature. It allows you to make your photo brighter or darker. Look for a plus button or dial on your camera. You can adjust the exposure by pressing the plus to make it brighter or to make it darker. That's helpful. What about the white balance settings? How do I set it correctly? White balance ensures that the colors in your photos appear natural and accurate. Most cameras have preset options like auto, daylight, cloudy, and indoor. You can select the appropriate setting based on your shooting conditions. If you're not sure, you can use the auto mode, and the camera will adjust the white balance automatically. I see. What about the ISO setting? How does it affect my photos? ISO determines the sensitivity of your camera's image sensor to light. Higher ISO settings make the camera more sensitive, but they can also introduce more noise or graininess in the photos. Lower ISO settings are ideal for bright conditions, while higher ISO settings are useful in low light situations. It's best to keep the ISO as low as possible to maintain image quality. Thank you for explaining all these settings to me. It makes it much easier for me to understand and use my camera. You're welcome. I'm glad I could help. If you have any more questions, feel free to ask. Sure, I'll definitely reach out if I need further assistance. Thanks again. Let's review some English vocabulary and phrases. Camera settings and functions. Adjusting the exposure. Exposure compensation. Make it brighter or make it darker. White balance settings. Appear natural and accurate. Preset options. Introduce more noise or graininess. Bright conditions. Low light situations. Image quality. Further assistance.